Alright guys, so we're going to start part 1 of 5 of the test with looting in the prison versus the factory. So I guess let's make sure we're good to go. I did equip my new weapon. I gave it a little test run, and I will say I honestly love this damn thing. I didn't think I would. I thought it'd be kind of the same as the Flesh Seeker in a way, but no, for my build and my damage and stuff, it one-shots, and that's kind of what I was going for. So anyway, let's hit the streets and see what happens here. First loot run of the day. Again, we're going to give ourselves 20 minutes. Let's see if we can fill up our inventory. Check this shit out. Yeah, 1449, 1,449 damage. Yeah, that's pretty sick. And it shoots through walls. Yeah, it is. It's freaking awesome. Does I go in this one? Yeah. Alright, let's start looting. I don't need planks or anything. Actually, I might want to start taking planks and stuff. I think it's 50 grand for a kit. Maybe it's like 20 grand each. Ah, shit, that hurt. Exploders. M60, good start. Again, when I loot, I try to go in a straight up and down row. Oops, I took that. That's okay. I generally won't take ammo unless it's a very large stack. I don't know what that's worth, so we'll take it. Nope, don't. Oh, nice. Implant. It's not worth much, but it's just, you know, again, it's nice to find something, you know what I mean? You find junk so much that finding any implants just very, very nice. Nice. Anything in there? No. I always take the notiches, which I don't think they're worth anything, but and we'll do a comparison here with my Flesh Reaver, or Flesh Seeker, sorry. Again, it's not bad, but you see, like right there, one click with that other gun would have killed both of those. Like, this is a good gun, don't get me wrong. I would say for bossing, it would probably be better, and the reason I say that is because of the slow, because it, look, like it slows enemies. So it's still got its place. And to be honest, I kind of like my loadout that I have now, because I have the Wraith Cannon, obviously, for hordes, right? And then I have this gun now for looting, which, again, shoot through walls and stuff. Like, when you're looting, that is going to be very handy. And then if I'm bossing, then I can use my Flesh Seeker. So I kind of like the loadout I have right now. You know, I usually have a third weapon that realistically it doesn't really serve a purpose, and I would say probably a lot of people are like that. You know, you have your main weapon, maybe your second one for whatever reason, but a third you typically don't use a lot. So I think this actually kind of is well-rounded for me. Mastercrafted. That's nice. That's a $80,000 find. Where's that egg at? I heard it. Let's find this egg. What the hell? We'll get to that part. Let's just keep moving here. Find this egg. Ooh, that was a big stack, so we'll take that. Egg. I usually take the things that are in the eggs. Ow. Someone's here below me, so I gotta watch for desync. I'm gonna take those because I do believe that they're expensive. Mastercrafted, nice. I will say versus the prison, if we're comparing the two as of right now, I was almost certain that I would like the prison better, just because I've always done the prison. But you know what? I believe that this might be the better route. And the reason I say that, you don't have to waste as much time going in and out of different buildings. And then also, it just seems like there's way more loot spots. But that might be because I'm not, you know, going through different buildings. Where's this egg? I mean, it's been not even 10 minutes, and I only have 11 left. You know, when I've already found some good stuff, I would say this is probably better. But again, this is just the first run. Well, actually, technically, it's like my second run because I tested this gun out yesterday. But we're just going to count it as my first. But it was very similar yesterday. I think them buffing this gun, because when it first came out, if you don't know this, apparently it was a one-shot, like it would shoot one time and reload. Now it's a double shot, and I believe they changed the damage as far as like when it shoots through one player, it does less damage or something, but I don't know if they buffed it or what the case really was, but it's something. But I would say it feels... I feel like it has a spot, and you know, I didn't have it prior to the buff or whatever, but if this was only a one-shot and it didn't do as much damage or something, I don't know if it would work for me, to be honest. Like, yes, it's overpowered, but realistically, after a certain level in Dead Frontier, I feel like everything is overpowered. You know, the Flesh Seeker is overpowered, my Wraith Cannon's overpowered, my armor is overpowered, the implants are overpowered, what isn't? You know, speaking of that, I think some of the things that they could work on, you know, who am I, but some of the things they could work on would be the enemies. Okay, so they make stronger enemies, but realistically, they make them so when you get hit, it hurts a lot more, so you may die in 2 or 3 hits, where maybe you need to make them have just more health. They shouldn't necessarily have to do so much damage. Maybe a different type of gameplay, you know what I mean? Like, as far as damage and attack speed and all that go. Don't just make it so they blow up on you or one hit takes half your armor. You know, look at some other mechanics. Maybe they shoot something. Maybe they, you know, I don't know what, but it seems like when they go to buff the game or make the game harder, instead of really doing much, they just make an enemy that hits harder. It just, I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but that now. So let me know your thoughts about the gun. Obviously, I have boosts on, you know what I mean? You can look on the left-hand side and see my implants, so you know, take that with a grain of salt. But let me know your thoughts on the gun, what you guys think. Yeah, I'm happy with it. 60,000 is what I've gotten so far, cash. I don't want that M4. Missed some spots, didn't I? See, I would say I'm finding more items here that are more value faster than I did. You know what, I'll take those. I do think they're worth like 20-some thousand. I know it's not 40, but I also use planks and stuff, so we'll swap it out if we find something better. I've seen plank barricade sets going for 60,000, so I don't know what the dragon's worth. I think it might be 24,000 or 40, I can't remember. This guy wants me to kill him. What the hell? Okay. I like this gun a lot, I really do. It's been 13 minutes. That was a good stack, but I don't think it's worth anything. M4, we don't want that junk. I remember when M4 was like awesome. It's kind of sad to see how the old great weapons are now junk. Alright, let's get rid of some of these nails and planks. Let's see what they're worth. It should tell me. Scrap price is 24k for that. 9,000, yeah, let's get rid of you. So what plank's worth? 8, yeah, we're getting rid of them. Don't need that. 35k for that. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Alright, now we got some more space. We did have some junk. Minutes is where we're at. And see, we've filled up our inventory in 16 minutes. And realistically, we've done it with decent stuff. Again, we'll do some more rounds to make sure, but I think I have a pretty strong feeling this is going to be our best option. And I'm pretty sure the loot tables aren't much different. Like, this is just as good, technically speaking, as the prison. I feel like I've looted a lot more bodies. If that makes sense, too. I think we looted it all. But yeah, I mean, we did that in less than 20 minutes. We got all good stuff. I would say that's a pretty good win. Making sure we didn't miss anything here. Grab a couple items out here since we have time. I mean, look at this bear. Oh, it's just crazy. This gun is so good. Alright, let's go barricade. We're at 18 minutes and 50 seconds. But you can just see the power this gun has. Pretty sick. Make sure my barricade's still up on this side. It is. Alright, and that was our run. We have a lot of stuff to sell. I mean, literally we had 33 items. But out of those 33, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's 1.1 million. So 1.1 million in under 20 minutes. plus that. So 1.2 million in under 20 minutes. So that's a good run. So anyway, I'll repair, get everything good, upload the video, and then I'll see you guys next time. All right, later.